In the grand theater of global politics, where nations guard their sovereignty with careful vigilance, a new form of influence has emerged that transcends traditional diplomatic channels. It arrives not through ambassadors or trade delegations, but through the swift tap of fingers on a smartphone screen, broadcasting to millions of followers across the digital landscape. This is the story of how the world's richest man has cast his shadow over Canadian politics, wielding social media as his scepter and endorsements as his currency of power. The tale begins in the winter of 2025, when Canadian politics found itself at a crossroads. Justin Trudeau, who had steered the Liberal ship through nearly a decade of leadership, announced his resignation as Prime Minister, leaving behind a political vacuum that would soon draw the attention of forces far beyond Canada's borders. In this moment of transition, as parties positioned themselves for an upcoming federal election, an unexpected voice emerged from the digital ether to shape the conversation. Elon Musk, the South African-born billionaire who commands Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter, had been watching Canadian politics with keen interest. As the owner of one of the world's most influential communication platforms, Musk possessed something that traditional foreign powers could only dream of: direct access to millions of Canadian minds, unfiltered and unmediated by traditional gatekeepers of information. The endorsement came with characteristic Muskian flair. Musk gave Pierre Poilievre a nod, calling his fiscal stance perfectly articulated as Canada prepared for its federal election. To understand the significance of this moment, one must first grasp who Pierre Poilievre represents in the Canadian political landscape. The Conservative leader had positioned himself as a champion of cryptocurrency, promising to make Canada the blockchain capital of the world and eliminate taxes on digital currencies. His vision aligned perfectly with Musk's own technological evangelism and libertarian economic philosophy. This was not merely a casual comment from a distant observer. Elon Musk wields influence across the global economy and is now leveraging that success to extend his influence into the democratic process in Canada and elsewhere. The billionaire had systematically begun engaging with Canadian political discourse, showering Poilievre with praise and amplifying conservative voices that resonated with his own worldview. The response from Poilievre himself was carefully calibrated, walking the delicate line between embracing valuable support and maintaining Canadian sovereignty. When pressed about accepting Musk's endorsement, the Conservative leader suggested it would be beneficial if Musk opened factories in Canada and created local jobs. This response revealed the complex dance that modern politicians must perform when receiving support from powerful foreign figures, acknowledging the endorsement while redirecting it toward tangible domestic benefits. However, not all voices in the Canadian political chorus welcomed this trans-border influence. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh says Pierre Poilievre is just going to do whatever tech mogul Elon Musk tells him. Singh, who leads Canada's Social Democratic New Democratic Party, had emerged as one of the most vocal critics of Musk's involvement in Canadian politics. His concerns went beyond simple partisan disagreement. They touched on fundamental questions about foreign influence and democratic sovereignty. Singh's critique was particularly sharp when it came to economic policy. The NDP leader accused Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre of taking a soft approach to Donald Trump's threat to impose tariffs on Canadian goods, speculating Poilievre's approach could be influenced by his endorsement from Elon Musk. This accusation suggested that Musk's support might be compromising Poilievre's ability to stand firm against American economic pressure, creating a conflict between political loyalty and national interest. The NDP's response went beyond mere criticism. There are growing concerns about interference on social media by American billionaire Elon Musk, the party declared, formally calling for measures to prevent what they characterized as electoral meddling. This marked a significant escalation in the political conversation, transforming Musk's endorsement from a simple expression of opinion into a potential threat to Canadian democratic processes. To understand the gravity of these concerns, one must consider the unique nature of Musk's influence. Unlike traditional forms of foreign interference, which might involve covert operations or diplomatic pressure, Musk's power operates in plain sight. His social media platform provides him with an unprecedented ability to shape public discourse, amplify certain voices while suppressing others, and influence the information ecosystem that voters use to make their decisions. The timing of Musk's intervention was particularly significant. Billionaire Elon Musk has expressed optimism about the future, stating 2025 is looking good. In response to Justin Trudeau's resignation as PM of Canada, this celebration of a Canadian Prime Minister's departure by a foreign billionaire raised uncomfortable questions about the boundaries of acceptable political commentary and the difference between free speech and foreign influence. The cryptocurrency connection added another layer to this political drama. Musk supports Poilievre due to his advocacy for Bitcoin and blockchain innovation, with Poilievre frequently appearing on digital podcasts to promote blockchain as the future of finance. This alignment of interests suggested that Musk's endorsement was not merely ideological, but potentially economic, tied to regulatory policies that could benefit his business interests and technological investments. Political analysts found themselves grappling with the implications of this new form of influence. Billionaire tech CEO Elon Musk's endorsement is a double-edged sword. According to pollster Nick Ninos, the endorsement could energize Poilievre's base and attract younger, tech-savvy voters. But it also risked alienating Canadians who valued political independence from foreign influence, regardless of the source. The broader context of this story extends beyond Canada's borders. Musk's political interventions have become a global phenomenon, with the billionaire weighing in on elections and political movements from Germany to the United Kingdom. Experts says Musk wants to position himself as a global thought leader, using his wealth and platform to shape political discourse across multiple democracies simultaneously. This raises profound questions about the nature of democracy in the digital age. When a single individual can command the attention of millions across national boundaries, when endorsements can be broadcast instantly to audiences larger than most traditional media outlets can reach, and when economic power can be seamlessly translated into political influence, the very foundations of democratic sovereignty come under strain. The Canadian case serves as a microcosm of these larger global tensions, illustrating how the digital revolution has created new forms of power that transcend traditional political boundaries. As Canada moves toward its federal election, the shadow of Musk's influence continues to loom over the political landscape. Whether this represents a new normal in democratic politics, or a concerning aberration that requires regulatory response, remains an open question. What is certain is that the age of purely domestic political campaigns, insulated from foreign voices and influences, has given way to a new era where the most powerful figures in global business and technology view national elections as legitimate theaters for their involvement and influence. The story of Elon Musk's intervention in Canadian politics serves as a powerful reminder that democracy in the 21st century faces challenges our founding fathers could never have imagined. As we navigate this brave new world where tweets carry more weight than traditional diplomacy, and where billionaires can shape electoral narratives across continents, the need for informed citizens becomes more critical than ever. The choices made by Canadian voters in the coming months will not only determine their nation's future, but also set important precedents for how democracies worldwide handle the growing influence of tech moguls and digital kingmakers. If you found this deep dive into the intersection of technology, wealth, and democratic politics as fascinating as we did, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to West is Best. For more in-depth analysis of the stories shaping our world, share this video with friends and family who care about the future of democracy. And let us know in the comments below what you think about foreign billionaires endorsing political candidates in other countries. Your engagement helps us continue bringing you the critical stories that mainstream media often overlooks. So do not forget to ring that notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content.